So it looks like for the second year in a row, Xbox is going to win Black Friday. If you remember last year, the Xbox Series S was a console that dominated Black Friday for a good reason. I mean, you have the price of the Xbox Series S, you had Game Pass, and it was just an absolutely perfect holiday gift. Same thing this year, especially if you saw some of the prices for the Xbox Series S and even the Xbox Series X, you were getting $100 off on, I believe it was the Instagram shop, where if you put in, it was your first purchase or something, you got $100 off. Absolutely just crazy pricing. Now this year, Black Friday, the Series X seems to be one of Black Friday's top products, which I think is probably surprising when you consider the fact that people were getting the Xbox Series S at $199. So this comes via a 2022 holiday shopping trends report published by Adobe, and they've been updating their findings to include sales from Black Friday. And the hottest products during the sale was the Xbox Series X, which was one of 5 of the hottest products. So you had the children's show Bluey, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, drones, and MacBook. So in a pretty substantial category there, especially with something like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I wonder what the attachment rate was between people who bought an Xbox Series X and then bought Call of Duty with the console itself. Now, we do have to keep in mind they haven't given us any information on how they came to this conclusion, and did they compare it to the PS5 and just how much hotter you could say the Xbox Series X was compared to the PlayStation 5. But the Xbox Series S in a similar report, like I said, last year was a top selling thing. So I think this is telling for a couple of reasons. I mean, first of all, you look at 2022, and 2022 for a ton of people was going back to the narrative that Xbox has no games. It's a false narrative. Xbox has plenty of games to play, first party, third party, all the stuff on Xbox Game Pass. You literally just have to open up the console and you will find something to play. That's 100% true. Now, without releasing a big first party game though, it does affect it in ways in terms of the marketing. And they haven't been able to do that. They haven't been able to do like the God of War Ragnarok effect, where people are waiting for this game, they're hyped up, and they can really use that to push consoles forward, bundles, all that type of stuff. They haven't had any ability to do that, and the Series X and S are still selling extremely well, which I think tells me that the console itself has built now a reputation as just a great product to have because of everything that you get with it, because of Game Pass, because of all of the features inside of it, because the Series X is the most powerful console. And for a lot of people, it's probably in their mind that is going to be the best place to play third-party games. That's another thing you have to keep in mind, is people don't buy Xbox and PlayStation for first party. There is a small amount of people that do, but that percentage is so much lower than the people that just pick up these consoles because they want to play video games, and the majority of those video games are going to be third-party games. So it being the hottest product on Black Friday, when God of War Ragnarok just came out, when you have this Series S at just a crazy price at $199, you're able to pick those things up for, is extremely impressive. And I'm sure Xbox is looking at this as to how they have completely turned around the Xbox. If you look at the Xbox One during the Black Friday sales back in the last generation, I'm sure it was never part of the hot products or a very high selling product, when everybody was probably out there buying a PlayStation 4. And when it comes to getting an Xbox, there's just so many ways to get into it, because there's the all access thing, there's different pay structures that you can go through to get it. So people are just jumping onto this next generation any way possible. And for Xbox, that's really all they care about. They don't care if they're going to lose some money off of the sale of a Series X. All they care about is that you're getting into their ecosystem and potentially becoming a lifetime customer, or a long time customer, I should say, for Xbox Game Pass. And we'll see how this all plays out. I wonder what the difference again was between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. But gaming is booming, and 2023 is going to be just crazy with the amount of stuff that is going to be coming out, especially with all the delays that hit this year. And the Series X, Series S, and the PS5 are still going to continue to sell. And the good news on top of all this is it seems like all of these consoles, in terms of stock, is pretty much getting to normalcy. Where I live, and I was seeing even online and pretty much everywhere, that PS5, the Series X, they were pretty easy to get this Black Friday, or at least in the last month or so. You didn't have to always be online right away, or you would miss it. I saw tons of PlayStation 5 stock. In fact, at GameStop, they actually had PS5s in the store. They had Series S's in the store. I didn't see any Series X's, so that's something I wonder if that's going to be changing. Maybe next week I'll go into GameStop and there'll be a Series X there, but stock is available, and that's also helping a lot for the sales numbers. But that's it for me, guys. What are your thoughts on this? The Xbox Series X being a top product on Black Friday. How do you think it did in comparison to the PlayStation 5? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.